Still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning him from the slot right. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
It is Kupp, left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for him here. Wright reels it in. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back now, pressure on its way. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down.
A gain of 3.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him a few that time, but they'll need twice that to find the end zone here on 3rd and goal.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught, nice gain left side. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Willis. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to field this at the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Willis. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Willis. He's trying to push the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
To the air, Lance. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. 40. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. They'll run again with Brown. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's all the way up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Willis to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. 1st time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a run with right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They run again with right. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's Akers up the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Let's go. A give left side to Brown. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Brown again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. To throw, here's Willis. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. On the ground, Brown. Juked up to the races, middle of the field. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. This is right, running left. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys trying to make some noise before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Go.
Play action on first down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Lance now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Paulson Adebo's got it. And the Saints take over off their third interception of this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket.
They connect on the deep shot. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Rank gets it, headed right. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun on third down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Oh no, level, and it's loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. They've got first down from the 31. Willis now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Cowboys do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Wright running out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
60 Maverick. 6. Shut up.
Looking to throw Lance. And they pick him off again. And the Saints are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints bring it back to even. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now it's Lance. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
60 by 6. 60 by 6.
They go play action on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Check go.
They'll get this one to Watkins. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a third-quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. And they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Running right. Here's Wright. He finds space into the red zone. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Returns looking good so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a gain of 22. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
19 seconds. Ready? Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Searches from the pocket. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 8. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Willis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he drives it forward for a modest gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Into the hands of Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Get him yet again. And the Saints will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here's Willis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, take go.
A give to right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. They'll come up 1st and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This will be caught by Watkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing his Lance. Able to find Wright. Jukes one defender. He just juked another. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Now Wright. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
79 Broncos. Ready?
From the 21. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for the back that time. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lance. Taken in by Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Hand off, running left, right. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st. Here's Lance now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready?
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Has some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, first and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Willis to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Cowboys regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Here's Wright on the carry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right again. Broke through the tackle. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. This is Wright. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.